Another beautiful day. Was not here yesterday. Like I said, this is something I intend to do every day. But that may not occur. It may not occur every day. It's Lady D. I never slew a dragon before. I'm only going to be on briefly today, packing up for a gig. And I'm having a gent from another show join me. We didn't really talk much before we decided. I'm just very used to flying by the seat of my pants. So it occurred to me, I'm like, I know he can play a lot of different songs, but I'm like, does he play two taps? So we're going to find out. It's all right, because if he just plays by ear, which would mean he wouldn't be able to play because I usually pick easy chords, because I'm a novice. So I transfer almost every song I do into easier chords. That's what happens when you're not as good at playing the uke or any chord instrument. You're pretty good at theory. It's like, let's transpose this. Let's transpose that. So it'll be fine. If he can just play by ear and he knows things in the keys, he knows things, I'll just harmonize along, bring in a bit of a rhythm. So I can play along a bit. Now this thing is weird. I thought at first when I got it from the Goodwills that it was like an attachment for a kit, but apparently this is just by itself. Usually has a little stick that goes with it, which is of course not how I'm going to use it. Could use a little like this. So I can put a little rhythm with him. Or whatever. Packing up, excited, nervous. I'm going to go have lunch with my mother-in-law before work, then do a work shift, then do a sing shift, then wake up and do an open to close at work. Another beautiful day. Things have been a little bit easier for gigs since I made my gig pack and prep list. As a very disorganized ADD type person, I really, your father went outside. I don't do well with organization, but I desperately need neurotic levels of organization, so trying to improve that. So things are on a system, makes it much easier to not miss things, forget, fuck up entirely. Oh my goodness. Yes. Feeling a little more steady today, a little more, I don't know. It waxes and wanes as I go along. I have the potential gig that I'm talking to somebody about next weekend, which it would be playing indie for kids. And then another one I'm talking about the next day, playing, basically doing bard style music. So I'd get to break out my Renfair guard. So, but people haven't been particularly responsive. It's kind of, most of the time people get things, like they book things way in advance. And then if the person cancels, they're like, and then it's way not in advance. So it's like either way ahead, or they're like, please, Lord, can you come later today at 2? So I have been getting together because I play a lot of indie, but a lot of it's old people indie. So I'm like, and I know a lot of the new tunes, like TikTok has been having a beautiful indie, like, and I call it new folk, but my kid's like, it's just indie music, Mom. I'm like, excuse me. Indie music is a broad. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come up there and play fucking Dashboard Confessional. And indie music is many things, friend. So I got to add some things that are not lame in the Indosphere. Not old people music. I'll play some of my old people music because some of it's timeless. And honestly, a bunch of older folks are under the impression that younger kids don't listen to music outside of their time. But the thing is that there's the internet now. And most kids have like a genre that they enjoy that's outside of their decade. Some are into oldies from the aughts. Some are into, not that the aughts are bad, just the fact that it's oldies to them. Many folks are into 60s, 70s, 90s. Like, kids are listening to all sorts of things these days. So I think they prefer not to be patronized, and they love good music, and they love a variety of music. A couple things I think with the young bucks, shorter songs, definitely. Even the TikTok songs that are made into long songs, they go from being like 1 minute songs to being like 2.5 minute songs. So that's another thing for some of the older indie stuff. I'll be pulling off basically the last verse and chorus, sometimes the bridge, unless I really like the bridge, and just abbreviating things so that the pacing is a little bit quicker. Because I think they'll be interested in a lot of those songs and sit and listen, but they're not gonna stay all day. They're not gonna stay forever. What's happening here? Lagoon. So that's what I'm thinking about. It's kind of interesting, and it'll be good either way to have that stuff in my pocket because it's like, even if you're playing anything for kids, kids as in like not baby kids. Baby kids is a little different. The young ones a little different, but for tweens to teens, I feel like getting a lot more of the modern indie under my belt is a good thing anyhow. There's a lot of high school gigs and junior high gigs, so but it's still a frustration, like not knowing whether you've got a gig and it being so soon, still having to prepare for it. So just kind of drilling a bunch of random things, not random things, intentional things, but lots of different types of things. And there's so many cute things. One of the favorite ones, I'm working on Karuk. Oh, if I were a fish and you got me, that's nice fish. Such a rare one. I'm so glad that I got one. Beautiful, indie, kind of country sounding, adorable. I think she's the same. They're the same person as, I don't know their gender. Hey, it's okay. Everybody feels a little weird someday. Like, a lot of the ones that I was aware of are a little bit too, like, a lot of the indie artists that I know are kind of like rock indie, and they're very like Billie Eilish and dark and not something that I think that schools will want me to put in their schools. Maybe that kids would want to listen to, but not something that the schools would want to condone me to play. So it's been a little challenging, but it's also exciting. Revamping my Bard stuff and revamping indie type of gig. So about packed up and about to head out the door. This one's going to be real short today, but we're live and we're lost. To do things, takeaway to-dos today. I need to secure another job that is going to still be mindful of the fact that I basically have a second job in my music. Music and events. So that will be fun. And then continuing to hammer on these other songs. I want to, I lost my originals book. So that's another thing on my to-do list, is to remake my originals book. And that's about where I'm at. Actually, also still trying to get some more set samples. I have one now, and I still haven't actually pulled them from the Salvador Mali's Insta, and I won't always have access to that, so I really need to pull it. He could pull it down at any time, so I need to go and do the capture, take the thing, get my thing from the place. So, yeah. That's the thing. That's where we're at. What are you doing, kitty? Oh, now you want to hang out? Oh, she just gave me some meat. Signing off. Till next time. Tomorrow I open to close, so very likely it will be another day that I don't make it in. And if I do, it will be late in the night, possibly slightly after midnight, but that still counts. If I didn't go to bed, it's still the same day, right? All right. See y'all again soon.